Mike's
Kenya, if you can get
live.
right in the middle, see that camera? If you can scoot over right in the middle of up under that microphone, that'll be perfect.
Oh, the one
That microphone.
Hello, 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 everybody.
Right
this one.
Ready?
Oh,
Welcome to the Real Talk Power Hour. We are so glad that you guys are tuning in. Please don't forget to share, like, comment, and best of all, call in if you have any questions. Our call-in number is 832-539-3838. You can call in and ask questions. Are you okay with that? With them calling in?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. Yep. You call in and ask questions. Call in and ask us questions. Of course, you know, every Tuesday night we have our sponsors in the building. We have, I'm going to pull them up.
Ooh.
Our sponsors. For the food, we have Craven Cakes. That is one of our sponsors here tonight. He brings us something delicious every week. I'm so excited. I can't wait to eat it. And then, of course, our food sponsor, for the night, I got hiccups, is Let 'em Eat Food and Catering, located at 19225 West Little York in Katy, Texas. Open from 9 a.m. till 8 p.m. And Craving Cakes at 7676 Hillmont Street. They can also get onto their website at www.cravingcakes, KRAVINGCAKENZ.squarespace.com. They also have a Facebook page. Craving Cakes is spelled with a K. RAVIN. Cakes is CAKEZ. We are so excited to have both of these sponsors on this show. We get to eat good every week. And you guys get to hear a food review of what we ate. Tonight we have enchiladas. I'll get it out in a minute. Enchiladas, rice and beans, and then we have some delicious dessert. Take it away, Malcolm.
Good evening, everybody. I'm sorry, but my mouth is currently full of Let 'em Eat catering. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour. Every week we meet on Tuesday night from approximately 7 o'clock until approximately 8 o'clock. And I say I'm using approximations because we don't always start on time, but that's all right. We're glad to have y'all in the audience, where every week we make it a point to empower and uplift another small business other than our own. That's what we decided to do on this platform: uplift and empower other small businesses. Why? Because that's just our mantra at Real Talk 100 Radio. We know how hard it is to get support, how hard it is to get support and love from your family, your friends, your fellow, your constituents, your other small business owners in the community. They don't want to support you. We know how hard it is. So we develop a platform, and we're still developing that platform where we can empower other small businesses. Tonight is no different. We've got another great small business in the building. She's sitting right here in between us, and she's going to tell you all about real estate development, y'all. That's what we're going to discuss tonight. We'll let her introduce herself in a minute, but before we get started, I want to let our co-host and our trusted co-host to say something. Kenneth Wayne, you have anything to say tonight?
You need a house.
You need a house.
I've been telling y'all every week. You need a house.
Do you need one? This is the lady to get it done.
Most definitely, it's been coming. I've been telling y'all it's coming.
All right.
So just blessed to have her on this show. I'm glad she accepted. We've been waiting on her for a couple of weeks, but she's here now. She's going to set it on fire for all you people out there in TV land, radio land, Instagram land, Facebook land. Here we come. So if you start this year off and haven't done nothing with yourself, it's too late. It is too late. Because me, myself, and I, looking at the books, it's going to be a good first month. I'm going to end the first month in the black for the first time ever.
That means 2022 is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Love it, man.
So, hey, can't ask for much more than that. Can't ask for much more than that. So, hey, you know, we talked about getting ready. We talked about doing what we needed to do.
Yes,
You
sir.
spend a whole month telling everybody. So if you're not making no money, it's your fault.
Yes, sir.
Nobody's fault but your own. And we've spent the whole month, and this is our last lady for the month of January. And next month we will be doing the men. We're going to feature the men, the entrepreneurs, in business. But we want to do the divas in business, the entrepreneurs. And what a better way to round it out than this lovely lady right here, because she's been on it. I've been watching her. She's been grinding, and we got a little surprise for y'all out there in Radio Land. I talked to everybody else, and if Kenya's available, we would like to have her back next week, and we're going to do an entrepreneurship divas roundtable. So everybody that we've had this month will be back here to collaborate with each other and to give you all a little advice for the rest of this year. So what we're going to do is Craven Cakes is going to do the dessert. Hopefully we'll have Chef KP here to serve them live on air.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're looking for something big next week. We're going to start February. Valentine's Day. I'm going to give them their Valentine's gift early.
Mm-hmm.
So, and with that being said, I'm going to pass it over to Lisa, and then we're going to dive deep into Kenya.
Well, as usual, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, comment, tag your friends. Definitely call in if you have any questions. Our call-in number is 832-539-3838. We've already shouted out our sponsors for tonight, Craven Cakes and Let 'Em Eat Catering. Craven Cakes has an amazing assortment of goods, but Valentine's Day is right around the corner, so you guys need to get it in, get your orders in, because when they have cutoff time, they have cutoff time. You definitely don't want to miss that. Definitely place your orders. Look at them on Facebook, and you'll see all the absolutely wonderful things that they have coming up.
Make sure you spell it right, though. It's not spelled like your regular Craving. It's not spelled like your regular cakes. It is Craving is spelled with a K instead of a C, and Cakes has a Z on the end instead of an S. So that is KRAVINGCAKEZ. Craving Cakes is our sponsor at Real Talk 100 Radio. Our other sponsor, I keep getting in trouble for because I'm trying to talk to y'all with a full mouth. So let me go ahead and tell you why I can't stop eating. Chef, Let 'Em Eat. All y'all have to do is hashtag Let 'Em Eat. And please do not type in Let Them Eat. Don't be proper. Don't be proper when you type this hashtag in, because it is properly spelled hashtag LETEM eat. Let 'em eat. Hashtag Let 'em eat, and his services will come up. He sponsors our show every week. Thank you, Chef. Let 'em eat. Y'all go check him out. He's got a place out in Katy, and he's trying to move to the north side also with a food truck. But y'all go check him out and support another small business like we do every day at Real Talk 100 Radio. Now, with no more further ado, all of the formalities are out of the way. It is time to talk to this beautiful lady in the middle. She goes by the name of what? Kenya Mitchell,
yes,
correct?
Sir, that's me.
Kenya Mitchell.
That's me.
Go ahead and introduce yourself to our listening audience tonight. Tell them what you do.
Sir. Hi, I am Kenya Mitchell, and I am a sales professional for Perry Homes. We are a builder, new home construction here in the Houston area. And I am in the community of Bridgeland, which is right off of 99 and Bridgeland Creek. So it is the #1 community right now in the nation. And so I'm really blessed to be there to be selling new homes for Perry Homes in Bridgeland. About 2 years ago, I decided that I wanted to do something to create some type of generational wealth. We hear that so much, to where sometimes it can become a cliche or, just a word that kind of travels in the airways. But what does it look like when it manifests, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I was just bugging my mind on how to create this generational wealth for my 3 children.
Mm-hmm.
And then it hit me, if I could do something for someone else and have a skill set for someone else, I could definitely have that skill set for myself.
Yes, ma'am.
And so I began to put together, work, strategize, and plan, and EHOMES LLC was birthed. And we are a company that right now offers 3 services, but those services have been furloughed because I have been focused on my multifamily development that I just announced about a month ago. It's not been a month, about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. That's been planning for a year. So it took about a year. I was silent. I didn't say anything. That was so hard because I'm a talker. I love to talk. I could talk to this brick wall over here. But to keep
Put your hand down. Put it down.
But to keep silent was so hard.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
one thing I did not want to do was talk prematurely, and then the enemy wreck something before it even started. And so I kept silent and I kept silent. And then when I was given the green light to go is when I announced it. But we are building 8 duplexes, which is 16 homes in my hometown, Washington County. And by land purchased by little old me and my mom. And so I'm super duper excited that we are going to literally make something out of nothing and serve the community that has done a lot for me. So that is what I'm working on now. And we should be breaking ground at the oh, that scared me. Sorry. No, it's okay. We should be breaking ground in Q3. So which is around the later part of this year, building the first 2 duplexes, and then we're going to build them by 2s in pairs. And so all 8 should be completed by 2023, hopefully the summer. I am building to lease, so there are leasing opportunities, and hopefully I can create the mindset in my kids to not just sell them off. You know how, you can't control it once you're gone, right? Because, money speaks. So, you build something and then money speaks and then they want to sell it off. But I really want them to have the mindset to hold it and learn what it is to acquire an asset and to keep that asset, because that's powerful. And hopefully they can build upon that. So trying to teach them that, because I don't want to work so hard for something and then teach kids the lack of teaching kids, and then all my hard work, goes to
down the drain.
Exactly. So it's a twofold process. It's building and then it's teaching, because the ones that are going to inherit the very thing that I'm working very hard for has to understand the sweat, blood, tears that went into it. We're not just selling, we're not selling something that's worth quarters for pennies. So they have to understand that because the dollar speaks in our society, but they have to learn that you have to sometimes hold it. So I'm holding it, I'm keeping it, and that's my plan, to fully have them leased by the end of 2023. And it's going to be a beautiful community. I did a 3D plat in the video that's on my page, and it has a park for the residents, walking trails. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. So I'm excited to be venturing out on this opportunity.
Awesome. And the name of that business again is?
It's EHOMES. EHOMES. My maiden name is Edwards. And so that's where it came from, EHOMES, Edwards Homes. And talking to my brother, who is already broke into this field in RIM, who's a great inspiration of mine. He has an apartment complex and he just completed his first duplex as well. So I'm like, man, I want to do that. Like, you see other people doing it, and it's so crazy, because why can't I do that? What separates me from them? They, and you find out it's nothing. It's just your will, your power, your desire, the ability to not stop, to keep going. And so I'm feeling my way through a dark room here, but with God's divine, Lord, help and guidance, it's been working. So eHomes, we have our website is active, ehomesrealestate.com. We're going to be hiring in this late year, so please go visit the website and see how you can join this moving company and be an asset to EHOMES.
Awesome introduction. Thank you.
Mhm.
Well,
Thank you. You need a
Yeah.
house. I'm gonna be the baritone. Or the what did I just hit? That wasn't baritone. Baritone.
You hit button.
Yeah.
That was hot. Yeah. You need a house. Now that's baritone.
That's baritone. Baritone. You need a house.
Yeah, that's it.
Hit it one more time. Let's do it over from the start.
You need a house.
You need a home. There it is, y'all. We just like having fun, talk about business, and have fun at the same time, y'all. Welcome to the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour. You just heard the introduction from the EHOMES owner, Miss. I'm gonna get this name right before it's over with. Kenya Mitchell.
Kenya, there we go.
Miss Kenya Mitchell.
Yes.
It's not flowing.
It's not.
off
Oh
of
my
tongue
God,
yet,
we got
but
to come on.
I'll get it.
You work
out before the show is over with, it'll be flowing off my tongue. Miss Kenya Mitchell's in the building, the owner of EHOMES, the new owner of EHOMES,
Oh my goodness.
a home developer.
Yes.
EHOMES. She currently works for one of the most prestigious home developers in the nation, and she's breaking off. She wants to break generational curses in her family
Amen.
by forming her own. If she can work that hard for someone else, she can work that hard for her and her family.
Amen.
That's what we've heard so far. And my first question to you is, you said you're going to start with duplexes.
Yes, sir.
Where is that development going to start at? On the north side, east side, Katy? Where's it going to start?
Yeah, so Washington County. So I'm actually building in Brenham.
Brenham?
Okay. And so Brenham is, I'm born and raised, and it is going to be, if you're familiar with Brenham, it is right past, if you're going down Brickshaw Brothers off of MLK, it's Prairie Glen Road. And so it's going towards, it's like a donut shop, I think they built there. And then there's Brickshaw Brothers, and you go under like this big rail road thing. Under the underpass. Appreciate you. Thank you. You go up under there, and it's a basketball court. You have a funeral home here. And then there's the park. You know, like, yeah, the park right there. Well, the land that we purchased is right behind that park. And so it's 5 acres, and we'll be building on 1.5 of it. And literally it was me saying, you know what? I need to buy land, you know, and negotiating. Let me, there's power in negotiation. Let me tell you something. We have to learn that just because this says they want $2 for it, doesn't mean you have to give them $2 for it.
No.
You understand? Now at the store you do. Don't you gotta pay for this stuff. What you wanna talk about? Don't go to
Walmart with that.
You want to negotiate some toilet paper? Don't do that. You going to jail. But what I'm saying is in the real estate realm,
right.
There is inflation on so many things, and we have to learn the power of negotiation. So if it says 60,000, you know, go in lower and see if you can work your way up. But don't be discouraged because you see a price tag. You know, look at it, kind of think about it, and then go in and put in an offer. And that's exactly what we did. And we got the price that we wanted. Praise God. And then from there, I said, okay, I got the land. Now what do I do from here? And so then things just began to fall into place.
There you go.
But there was just so many times where I just didn't. Sometimes we don't think we deserve to break generational curses. You know, we think that because we have been conditioned to live paycheck to paycheck, or we've been conditioned to think that if our bills are paid, then that's but enough. I wanted more. You know, I wanted more. And growing up in the church, my dad's a pastor, my husband's a pastor, and I always thought that money was the root of all evil, because that's what we hear. Right. And then when I grew up, and you learn that it's not money. It's the people. It's not money, but it's the love of money, right? That's the root of all evil. And so money over here talking about I ain't got money's. What y'all talking about? I ain't got nothing to do And so I had to recondition my mind
Mhm.
that just because I came out of a family with ministry doesn't mean ministry doesn't equal being broke.
Right.
And
Preach.
it doesn't. And so just because I'm in ministry, I can buy the things that I want and feel good about it.
And feel good about
And so I've learned to recondition myself to break those generational curses for my kids to come up in a world that hopefully they work because they want to, not because they have to. Now we'll see how they go. I'm still in the process. I'm still working it out. But at the same time, I have a plan and a financial blueprint that I want to see unfold. And that's where I'm at today.
A financial blueprint. I like the way you put that.
And she has one.
I like the way she
She
put that.
has one. I'm gonna put you out there a little bit because I followed you last year. I saw you when you broke that $1 million round.
Yeah.
I saw.
Yeah.
So it's not like
Yeah.
she's not sitting here in this chair. It's not on fire.
Yeah.
Because the whole house is on fire in here because what she's saying, she follows.
Yeah.
And like they say, the proof is in the pudding.
She's not just talking about it.
No,
She's being about it.
No, and I mean, that's what it is, and that's how us as business people, you watch other business people, and that's the way you learn what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
And how to walk.
Yeah.
And why not to walk.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't understand that, and they say like, you are who you are around.
Right.
And that's why we invented this show to lay this platform for people like Kenya to come in here and lay it down. Because not everybody hears that, and we're from a different place, and a lot of people don't understand that we're from a place where poverty, we're on the poverty line, you might as well say, because we didn't grow up seeing black people drive Mercedes.
No, sir.
We didn't grow up seeing black people live in big houses, and I was fortunate enough to just have a roof over my head. My mom, until we got grown, never had home ownership. Yeah. That's why it's so important, for people now and young people to get out there and that's what I preach to my kids every day.
Right.
You got to do what's out there because we didn't have those opportunities. We had to scratch and scrape to get it.
Yes, sir.
And pretty much everybody that's been on my show this month came from Brenham. Yeah. And it was just meant something to me to look and see everybody's out there getting it in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's proven that if you take your time, if you plan, you make your goals, you set your goals, and you work toward those goals, and you get up every morning and thank the Lord for waking you up and thank Him for letting to watch over you while you lay down. Yeah. Then you can make it.
That's true.
So what you're saying is we need to go out to Brenham and drink the water out.
I advise you not to.
Oh no!
I don't even want none of that water no more.
It ain't no bad water.
So we've learned two things so far in this interview. Do not go to Walmart and negotiate the prices. Number two, don't go to Brenham and drink the water. Okay, so tell us about this water quick.
The water is good. The water is
don't change your story.
Look, the water made us. The water, let me tell you, it's the reason behind why we do what we do. I learned that if trying to prove something to, say, your haters, or trying to prove something to people that don't like you to be successful, you'll never be happy with your success. Now, you will be successful, but you won't be happy with it because you're doing it for the wrong reason.
Right.
But if you do it for if whatever reason drives you, like my reason is my kids. That anytime I win out here and I look at those 3 kids, I'm telling you, it puts a joy in my heart. I don't listen. A hater don't faze me. Someone who doesn't like me or talk about me, that doesn't I don't do it for them. I don't do it to prove. I do it for my kids. But I say that because he was talking about scraping and struggle. People don't know my testimony. Like y'all, in 2016, I lost everything.
Everything.
I didn't have nothing. And if you know me, you know my testimony, you know my story. I had a nervous breakdown in February of 2016. I was mentally institutionalized.
Have mercy.
Suicide attempts on my life.
Have mercy.
And I'm not sure, and I'm not ashamed about it because God has brought me so far.
Yes, ma'am.
And so I found myself in a mental institution with people that really were crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And there I was, and I'm thinking, God, how did I end up here? And so because I couldn't work, and you don't work, you don't get money. You don't get money, you don't go pay no bills. You don't pay no bills. What happened?
You end up on the street.
And they take all your stuff.
Saying I work for food.
That's exactly. And so I found myself in a place where my car was repossessed. Everything was late. Things, and I had absolutely nothing.
7 years ago.
Yep.
And now you're a millionaire.
No.
Just like that.
That's what they call
We gonna speak stuff into existence. I received that.
Okay.
I received that. I was reading my book. I'm reading this book called The Secrets of a Mind of a Millionaire. He said, make declarations. And so
yes, ma'am.
he says, put your hand over your head and
Yes,
speak.
ma'am.
So I received that.
Yes, ma'am.
In the name of Jesus.
Me too.
Hey, we want all of that up in here.
Yes, indeed.
You gonna take your cap off, take your head now.
Hey, look. Hey, can you look?
Yes, indeed. Yes. So,
yeah.
So when you go from nothing to seeing God restore everything and then some, people, and it's just amazing how he works.
Man, that's a
because
feeling,
yes,
oh my God.
That's why I'm trying. There's no excuse out here. I had nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I was, and I have 2 degrees and 3 certifications in education, and couldn't even get a job teaching because it's such a small world, and I could not go back into education. I just couldn't. So thank God for rejection, because that rejection propelled me into what I'm doing now, and I haven't looked back since.
Thank God they told you no, huh?
Yeah, come on.
Lisa, you listening to it?
Yes, I am.
Come on.
If anybody else is listening that may be in a similar situation where they've lost everything, or they feel like they've lost everything, they feel like they're right around the corner from a nervous breakdown, what advice could you give them to get them out of that mindset?
Yes.
Basically?
Let me tell you. So it's about your personal walk. Here's the thing. For me, it's Jesus. Now, I don't know what works for y'all, or them, or they, or them over there, but for me, it was Jesus, because I'm trying to tell you, if it wasn't for the Lord who was on my side, y'all, I just didn't. So I'm a worshiper. So when I want to go off, because I heard you say earlier when we were speaking, I have anxiety. I have anxiety as well, bad anxiety. And so I'll start sweating, and I can't think straight. And so my friends, I say, y'all, please, you give me an anxiety attack, please stop. But what helps me center myself is worship. I love worship music. And that may be cliche to some people. Mm-hmm. That may be. And then sometimes if I really, if I'm really just need to get into a mood where I got to really just go out there, I might put on a little Nuck If You Buck. It just depends on my mood. I've been waiting on something. Yeah. I'm just saying. You want to be real?
For those of you in the listening audience that don't know what you buck means, Nuck When You Buck means, let us explain. Just go to
leave it alone, man.
Go to YouTube. I can't even remember the artist's name.
It's Crime Mob, I think. No,
I believe
it ain't Crime Mob. It was a group of kids.
And you know what? I don't even know how to spell no. I don't even know how to spell that. But it's a song. I just wanted to educate the listening audience. People are listening on our website and on our live feeds going, she said, Nuck if you what?
Buck.
Darling.
Don't kiss
I'm
the butt.
trying. Listen.
And she the first lady. See?
Yes,
And
and
she the first lady.
and guess what? Listening to Nuck if you Buck will not send me to
Nope,
hell.
give you
That's
buck.
not, that ain't
Nope,
no.
give you buck.
Hey,
No,
that's-
no, 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 no,
that-
no, no.
You,
Give you
you know the whole. That's what I'm talking about. And you can turn that on and roll the windows down,
Right,
and
right.
the wind just music. It drives me. It gets me in the right mindset.
Right.
So I can go from praising to Nuck if you buck. I surely
Right.
can,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I'm still going to heaven.
All right. All right. All right.
We're
All
gonna follow you.
right, I'm
We're
still
gonna follow
going. I'm still going.
We're gonna
But
follow
when
you.
I guess
you can knock and buck and still go to heaven.
I
Yes, you
believe
can.
so.
Yes, you can.
But she asked a really good question. What centers you? For me, is the Lord. For me, is reciting promises that He has promised unto me. That no weapon formed against me shall prosper. That I'm the head and not the tail. Because sometimes I feel like the tail.
Sometimes you feel like a tail.
I really do.
Still now.
Huh?
You still feel like the tail now that you've turned your entire life around. You still feel like
There
the
are
tail?
times, yeah.
It wouldn't be normal.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be normal.
There are times.
If I had turned my life around in the manner in which you said you have in the last 7 years, nah, I wouldn't feel like the
You
tail
wouldn't
no
feel
more.
like the tail?
No, I'd feel like I did that. I turned my life around.
I feel that.
You should feel like a proud. You ever seen a proud peacock walk around the yard?
I feel that.
He'd be putting his wings, his feathers out,
Not the
and
feathers.
walking. Yeah, them feathers.
Spread them out.
Spread them out.
Spread
No,
them
Like a
I,
fan in church.
I would be like a
It's a fan in church. You know
I'm
what I'm old lady?
yeah.
but
Yeah.
there are times that I'm reading Nook when she. I know, Brandon, that was me agreeing, hollering Nook when she said it. And there are times I do feel like the tail. There are times where I feel like I'm not winning. There are times where I feel like this project ain't gonna manifest. There are times. Have you ever just knew you was gonna do something great, and then you convince your own self that you ain't about nothing. You ain't doing nothing. You all talk. You're not
That's
changing.
that man on this show.
Yes.
One on this show and you got one on that show.
That's right. That's right.
But
That's
then
right.
you get on your knees at night, something knock that one off.
It do.
Yeah.
Just like that.
There it is.
Just like that. So that's what centers me. If anybody is going down a road where they feel like they have a nervous breakdown, find you a source of joy, not happiness, because a man can make you happy and then mad and then happy and mad. That's a temporary source. But find you a source of joy. And I recommend the Lord. That's my take.
All right. Marvin Jackson is my father. Log out, Dad. No, I'm just being silly again. But he tells me that all the time. He tells me
It's
that
the
all the time.
truth.
He tells me that all the time. And I swear I heard him coming out of you just now. So,
Is that right?
Yeah. So it's time for her to leave. No,
No, not me.
No, we have anybody who is just now tuned in and you think it's just a comedy show up in here, y'all. Hey, you can be a business owner
Of course.
and still have fun. That's what we try to do here at Real Talk 100 Radio's Power Hour. That's what we try to do every week, every Tuesday night. Every Tuesday night, we uplift and empower another small business owner. Tonight, it's all about Kenya Mitchell and EHOMES, a development, a home development that she's working on. That's her project. It's opening in 2023. And hey, while we're talking about uplifting her and empowering her, we also want to see those pearly whites the whole show. We want to hear y'all laughing out there in the audience if that's possible. We also want you to call in. If you're on Kenya's live feed, you're on our live feed, you're on our website listed in, feel free to call in, uplift, empower, encourage Kenya if you're friends or family at 832-539-3838. That's 832-539-3838. And we're back to you now, Kenya. Kenya, it's so far. I mean, it sounds like your plan. It sounds like something that came down from heaven. It's gonna help a lot of people. I want you to tell our listening audience, what demographic are you targeting? Are you targeting the less fortunate? Are you targeting middle income families? Who are you targeting with these homes?
That's a good. So my goal was to target a wide range of as many people. I wanted to cast the net out there and grab as many people as I possibly can. And so you will find that the leasing, they will be competitively priced. I'm not trying to knock anybody over the head. and that's not the business that I want to impart. So it'll be competitively priced. We will be able to, there's so many things that I want to get into to ensure that people will be successful in living in a brand new unit, whether it's vouchers or whether it's, taking anyone who has income assistance. It doesn't matter. Listen, all I want is to serve the community and the people.
There you go.
Yeah, that's where my heart is. And so people call me asking, well, where do I start to buy a new home?
Right.
What's my first process? What's the first step in the process? And I spend hours talking to people, and they don't even buy from me.
They don't even buy from you.
No, because I don't serve the Washington County area. I can't sell in Washington County, but I help them because it's not about $1 at the end of the day. It is about somebody achieving a goal of home ownership because that's their dream.
Yes,
so, they ask about credit scores. They ask about different loan programs. They ask about how do you get pre-approved? And me being able to educate them and how to become a successful homeowner, that's an amazing feeling.
Yes, ma'am.
And so to be able to do that with my Perry Homes career, and then over here simultaneously be able to work in multifamily development, and all with the goal of helping somebody, man, that's what makes me feel, like a boss, is that I'm helping people, I'm serving people.
Yes.
And so if anyone has questions about how to become a home ownership or what credit score do you need, because I'm trying to tell you, if you got your credit, got to get it.
Your credit. Without credit is power.
Yes.
Long story short.
Yes, and so if you need assistance in what to do and how to step into home ownership and begin to make those preparations, because you reap what you sow, right? But you don't never sow nothing, you're not going to reap anything. So we have to plant things in 2022 so that you can be able to reap them in 2023.
There you go.
But when 2023 coming, you ain't planting none. Go out there and expect an apple from a tree you ain't planted.
Boom, there it is.
I know,
Hey, it's going to be real gritty.
It's not gonna happen.
It's going to be real gritty.
It's not.
You might even get a rock or two.
Yeah, you just
maybe even a worm.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's not gonna happen.
You got to
told y'all we was gonna set the house on fire.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
not.
indeed.
Yeah.
So for those of you who are out there in Real Talk 100 Radio land, and you're very interested in purchasing your own home in the near future, Kenya is someone you need to speak with, but she is reestablishing the fact that you must have credit.
Yeah.
Credit must be in line. So if they're looking at the camera right now, they're looking at the film right now, they're listening on our website right now, and they're saying, okay, well, where do I start, Kenya? Where do I start? How do you answer that question?
Okay, let me tell you. Go to myfico.com, myfico.com. Now, a lot of my buyers use platforms like Credit Karma. Don't do it. It's a suicide mission.
I walked up in there with my check. I got a 700 on Credit Karma. And the lady said, so look at Credit Karma.
They lied to you.
Don't do it. Yeah, Credit Karma is a good tool, but not for reporting the accurate credit scale. So you need a platform that the mortgage lenders are going to pull. That's myfico.com. Go ahead and go ahead and pay for the most expensive one. It's like $40-something. And then after you get in and pay your $40-something, there's going to be a link, a tab that says mortgages. Click that. It is going to report to you 3 credit scores. 3 credit scores. Okay. You want to look at the one in the middle. Your mid score is the score that determines if you're going to be a homeowner. Okay. All right. So I know. So you have TransUnion, Experian, Equifax. If TransUnion is a 500, Equifax is a 600, and then Experian is 400. The middle score, which is 500, is what they're going to take. The one in the middle.
Okay.
All right.
So is that like an average of the two
No, sir.
on the outside?
No, sir.
No.
And that's the thing, because we used to add all of them together. I used to do that back in the day. Add all of them together and divide them by 3. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
It's the mid-true score. Okay.
Okay.
Two loan programs. Now there's a lot of them, but the ones that I can just, for sake of time, FHA and conventional. Those are the 2 popular loan. Now, if you're a veteran, you can definitely go VA, but that's another conversation for another day. Conventional and FHA. If you have a 580 credit score, 580 is all you need. Mid score, you can purchase a home up to a loan limit of $400,000.
Coming tomorrow.
Hey.
Come on, somebody. I'll see you, girl.
Why you keep telling me 650?
No, sir.
Hey.
No,
Excuse,
sir.
excuse me, Kenny, just a minute. It was just very funny how our trusted co-host here went to reaching for his pocket, like he had 400,000 in his pocket. That would be nice.
That would be nice.
That would be nice.
So 580 credit score, you get the maximum loan limits, and you only have to pay 3.5% down of the sales price.
3% of 580,000 or 400,000.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's your down payment. That's
Okay.
it. 3.5%. Now, he said 650 because that's your conventional loan. So if you want to go above 400,000, then it's a more risk. So then you have to prove yourself a little bit more.
Higher.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So now you need a credit score. Minimum is 620. You can have a 650 if you want a better interest rate.
Okay.
And now you're talking, if you've owned a home, 5% down payment. If you have not owned a home and you're going conventional, 3% down payment. Now there's a lot more, of that. There's income to debt ratios, but talk to me. Let's have a conversation so I can at least guide you in the correct place. And you do not have to buy from me. I just want to help you. So, and the market right now is crazy.
Yes, ma'am.
Crazy. Homes that I was selling for $375,000 last year, I'm closing at $560,000 this year. The same home.
The price of wood has gone up.
Yes.
Price of nails has gone up.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So you want to do that now because prices are not going down. So if you're trying to sit on it, you're gonna
lose.
Yes, indeed.
You're gonna lose.
And we're not losing this season. We are not losing this season. We're winning.
A friend of mine, just because you brought that up, a friend of mine I just spoke to, I can't even call who it is right now, but a friend of mine we just spoke to within the last week told me that his home has appreciated from approximately $175,000 to $325,000, and he wants to move into his parents' home and pocket that
equity. Yes, sir.
He wants to pocket that,
Okay.
and I found
get
that
it while you can.
Yeah. He made it a joke, but he says if it wasn't for my wife, if I was a bachelor, I'd be in my mom's house already.
See?
Yeah.
We had that conversation in my house. I was like, okay, let's pocket our equity and move into an apartment. Because here's the thing. My husband was like, good, go sit down. But because here's the thing though, you can get the equity, but because prices are so high, now you have to buy into a high market, right?
Right.
So you pull your equity out.
And you still got to spend it back.
That's exactly right. You still got to spend it back. So
unless you go into the bridge with your cardboard box and sit on it for a while. I got a briefcase with about $400,000, but I'm up under the bridge.
I'm up under the bridge. Yes, indeed.
It's gonna be all right.
it's gonna be all right.
It's got.
You sitting on your hope. That briefcase is your hope.
Briefcase.
Yeah, your hope. That's your hope. That's hilarious. But yeah, contact me and we can talk about
You
the
better not
requirements.
leave your pillow.
Okay. Cause I'm gonna be. I know somebody down here with a briefcase.
Here I am.
But yeah, contact me. Let's talk about it. And let's get you in a home, or let's start you on the path of getting into a new home. It's not as hard as it may seem. Growing up, we didn't talk about home ownership. And it's no fault of nobody. It's not my parents' fault. It's not because they had raised us and they was trying to make it.
Right.
So home ownership wasn't credit. Credit wasn't a conversation in the household. I didn't know I had to have good credit until I had bad credit.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Let me say that again. You hear what I'm saying?
Yes, I did.
No,
I heard
I didn't know I had to have good credit
until I had bad.
Come
credit.
on, somebody.
I have to give. Because
pat him on his back
right.
like they do them babies.
I have to pay homage to my dad. I have to pay homage to my dad right here because I was fortunate to grow up in a home where he moved me out of Fifth Ward, divorced my mom, and moved to Fifth Ward. Moved us out of Fifth Ward. When he divorced her, she continued to stay there, and he moved us out here. So when he moved us out here, he did educate me on it, but I was so stubborn I wouldn't listen.
Gotcha. So
here I am, 50, and I'm saying, it's time to start listening to dad. You know, you never want to sound like your dad. But I am starting to sound like him.
You sound like that commercial. You don't want to be like your parents.
No, because you know we have small businesses, and you know we have the mindset that hey, we're just gonna grab them boots by the straps, pull them up, and we don't need no loans. We don't need no credit. We're just gonna grind, and we're gonna be on top. But it comes a time in every small business owner's life, especially when something like COVID hits. COVID knocked our socks off. And this goes out to anybody in the listening audience. And I'm sure our panelists will agree. Even when something like COVID hits and your credit is in line, guess what? Hey, Mr. Banker, I just lost everything.
Yes, indeed.
I just lost everything, sir.
Yes.
I lost everything, my car, my house, and my business, sir, because of this pandemic. I need a loan. First thing they're going to ask you is for two things, your credit and do you have anything, any collateral? Two questions. Am I right or wrong? They're going to ask you if you have good credit. Boom, they're going to run your credit. And most likely, if you have good credit, sure, Mr. Jackson, sure. Sure. What kind of collateral do you have? Hey, you can have the whole bank. I mean, I'm exaggerating and being silly, but they're going to give you something to reopen a business or to go and put a down payment on a home. You can get a loan with good credit.
That's right.
Without credit, you are up the creek without a paddle, like they like to say.
That's right. And I have some really good credit repair. And I don't know if y'all do, but I have some really good credit repair recommendations that are proven to be true. So a lot of people are experiencing that people will take your money and your credit is the same. That's a problem. That's a problem. And so I have some really good credit repair references that are proven to be true. So if you need a reference to help with your credit, I can definitely help with that, because when you want to be in a position where your money works for you.
Yes.
My money, listen, I look at my money and I say, money, you need a 9 to 5. My money needs a job.
Yes.
Because my money has to work for me.
It needs to be working when you're asleep.
Thank you. And so in order to do that, you have to get your ducks in a row. And I've learned that credit is definitely one of them. And so then you can get money, and then your money, you give your money a job.
Give your money a job.
Your money needs to make more money.
On the other side of town. It could be in another.
Come on, somebody.
In another nation.
It can be.
It can be working for you.
Yes, indeed. But it needs to be working. I work, so my money needs to work.
That's right.
Wow. And so that's because often, let me tell you, so when I first got into sales and I was making the money that I was making, the money was there, but the mindset wasn't there. Right. So I had the income, but I didn't have the mind to regulate the income. So I found myself being broke after making, a $15,000 check.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, where it went?
Right.
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 Where did it go? Because I didn't have the mind. Yes.
That's where it went.
And so after a year of doing that, and I'm just like, oh, this is ridiculous.
Right.
I don't have nothing to show.
Right.
And it was a cycle of a curse that I had to break within myself.
Right.
And so then I had learned that once I got the mindset that my money needs to work for me, I don't care if it was $2. I learned to turn $2 into $4. I show you how to do that. You know how to do it. A hustler do. Right?
I'm going home and talk to my money.
I
know. We gotta have a conversation. Just not doing enough.
It ain't turning into nothing.
You just not doing
it and you learn.
It's trickling,
It's
but I
trickling.
want to flow.
Come on. And flow it, it
I
shall.
want to flow.
Yeah. And
yeah.
flow it shall. So I had to get the mindset. But
Yes,
once
ma'am.
I changed my mindset, it was on from there.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, it was on from there. So and I'm still learning. I'm still perfecting it. I'm still reading books. What I've learned is there's a lot of secrets in books.
Mhm.
Why are there secrets in books?
Because they know people don't like to read. Long story
We
short,
don't.
look,
We don't.
look.
Tell the truth. We don't.
I do.
We don't.
I do.
But
Generally speaking,
most of
we
us
don't like to read,
You know,
and,
that's
and,
right.
and I'm not gonna cut you off.
No,
but
you're right.
I need to add this.
Come on.
We will make a post and we'll say, hey, we're giving you directions, step by step
Come on.
directions.
Come on.
This is what we want you to do.
Come
This
on.
is what time we want you to do it. This is the number we want you to call. This is the address. This is this and this and this. Hey, you know what they'll text up under our post? What time is it happening?
Where is it?
Where?
I just told you. It's all up, and
Don't read.
and being a businessman, I don't want to be rude and say you can't read
Come on.
like I want to
Everything's
do.
on the flyer.
Yeah.
So as nicely as I can say, I'll say, well, sir or ma'am, I did state it previously above, but
Yes.
to help you out,
Yes.
it is at such and such time. But it's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
how bad the problem is. Nobody likes to read.
Come on.
Nobody.
And
Nobody.
that's where they put the secrets. They put secrets in books. If we could ever read these books, y'all, I'm telling you, the book that I'm reading right now, they put them in books because they know the ones that's going to read it is deserving
Right.
to put in place what it's saying.
Right.
The ones that don't, so I'm learning to read more and to expose myself to more so I can change my mindset. So then I can change my kids' mindset. And I put it in the car. It's on Audible. If you don't want to read, download the Audible app and it'll give you 4 credits a month. And you can buy books, $14.99 a month. You can buy books with a credit. I'm listening to a book now, and on the way here. So my daughter, it was her birthday, and she got $100 for her birthday from her grandparents. She had it in a piggy bank. So she broke the piggy bank because she was tired because she wanted her $100 out. So she went to Walmart and she bought 2 LOL dolls for $82.
2 LOL dogs.
Okay. It was her money. $82 for 2 dolls. I was just like, but it's her money.
Yeah. Just because it has that LOL on it.
I'm like, I could have made you one of these for free $99. But what intrigued me is my son said, "You mean to tell me these 2 dolls value out at $82?"
Mm-hmm.
And I said, son, why are you questioning the value of dolls? Oh, because he was listening to the book that I had on the. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Turn off 97.9.
There you go. Uh-huh.
Come on, somebody.
Uh-huh.
Turn off. Work. I got shake it like a duck. Twerking it, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Turn that off.
Yeah.
And put on 48 Powers of Law.
There you go.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Put on The Secret Mind of a Millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
And let that be instilled in your kids. And I'm
Right.
telling you, they will start to think differently and don't even know because it's what they're exposed
Absorbing.
to. Come on, somebody.
Absorbing.
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah.
And so it's a shame that we're raising a generation that don't know how to write a check.
How to write? Oh, man.
I still write checks.
Resumes.
Resumes,
They don't know how to do any
balance
of
a check, balance an account, something.
that.
You in the red more than you in the black. You said you started out the black this year? Because I know what the red is like.
Ooh, me too.
See, I know.
I ended it in the red.
Talking about they gonna move
You know, at the end of the year, you got to pay everybody you owe.
everybody.
The tax man coming to see.
Oh, he does come to-
Better not miss nobody.
No,
Talking about you ready to move out of your
Come
mom
on.
and daddy's house.
come
You
on.
can't even write a check.
Yes.
You can't sign your check.
Come on.
You don't even have an ID card. Anyway,
But you get
that's a
my
whole,
drill.
yes.
Amen,
Yes.
somebody.
Yes.
Amen.
Once you got it on fire, then don't you just get another house?
Yes, it's getting very hot, y'all. We have about 10 more minutes left in the show, 11 to be exact.
Oh,
11 more
man.
minutes left in the show, and we have to start preparing for crazy creativity with Miss Wendy Quick. It's all about visual arts from 8:30 to 9:30 on Real Talk 100 Radio. So for the next 11 minutes, you think it's on fire now. I want her to set this house on fire for real. You got any matches with you? Yeah. I'm going to get an email tomorrow from the landlord.
Yeah,
hey, what do you say? I'm just
matches.
Yeah. No, but seriously, for
Yes,
for the next 11 minutes, we want
we gotta get
wanna
Kenneth
make
Lee to do his sponsorship too in there.
right for approximately the next 5 or 10 minutes. Then we need to make sure that Miss Kenya has said everything she'd like to say about her small business, because that's what she's here for,
Yes.
to instill in our community exactly what she
Yes.
does.
Yes. I'm extremely excited for Washington County and the new developments that are taking place. It is a growing area that the growth that has taken place in Brenham since, I was a kid to now is just, it's mind blowing. And new development is what brings new people, and new people brings more opportunities, and more opportunities keeps the area consistent and stable.
Mhm.
And it makes it thrive, right?
ma'am.
And
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
why we look at commercial. I keep seeing people on Facebook talk about Mr. Getty's, the new Mr. Getty's. That is what makes a area thrive. And so to see our hometown thrive is important to me, and to be able to contribute back to that by being, if not only the first African American woman developer in this area, to me it blows my mind what God is doing. But to be able to contribute to that, so visit the website ehomesrealestate.com and see how you could definitely join in with the company. We will eventually offer services like commercial cleaning, property management, and commercial grounds upkeep. And so all of these things are coming, and I'm excited about it. In the meantime, I will sell you a home. I will partner with you with someone who could sell you a home, and just go from there. Just take over the world, man.
Offering jobs to the community is the
Yes.
main thing I heard.
Yes.
Offering jobs to the community,
Yes.
y'all. She's going to be hiring everybody. It's not all about selling homes.
No.
It's not all about
No.
selling homes. She can't do it all herself. She can't maintain those
Correct.
properties. She can't do all that work herself. So
Correct.
she will be hiring in 2023.
Yes, sir.
One thing I want you to do
Mm-hmm.
for me, so that the next time you come back here,
Mm-hmm.
I can tag you. No, I'm just
Y'all.
EHOMES.
I have to work on my social media.
Yes, ma'am.
And so I'm looking for a social media content person. So if you are in that area, please contact me. I would love to hire you to work with you. What? What? Is this what's happening? Look at God. Look what he doing.
You saw my hat fly?
Somebody say connections in the What? See?
Well,
That's
you
what it's
know,
here for.
I'm
Let's do this.
I'm not gonna exaggerate.
Okay.
I didn't go to school for it. I'm
Yeah.
self-taught.
That's
I
good.
have people around me that teach me what I don't know.
Yeah.
But when it comes to posting content,
Yeah.
when it comes to doing your basic marketing and basic promotions, I do all of that.
Come on.
And when it comes to the more detailed,
yeah.
the more detailed marketing, I have
Yeah.
people around me that help me with that.
Yeah.
So salute to them. But I know our pages are all done by me,
Come on.
and we're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Doing pretty good.
Well,
Toot
can we
your
connect?
horn, boy.
He's a
Seriously
beast.
about that?
Mhm.
He's a beast.
See, can we connect?
Yes.
And seriously think about taking my social media to the next level. Because I need, social media is huge in our society.
Yes, ma'am.
Facebook is easy for me, but when I start talking about Instagram and all that stuff, I need help.
Need help.
Yes, sir. I need help.
The only thing I have not figured out yet, we're about to get into TikTok, but right now, currently, the only thing I haven't figured out is this Twitter thing. I can't figure it out.
Yeah, I don't Twitter, tweet. I don't do nothing. My brother went viral on TikTok 50 million times.
50 million times.
Yeah, so okay, shout out to him, but I can't figure. But I need some help.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I would love to connect with
We
you
need to call
guys.
Donald Trump if you can't figure out Trump.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Well, he went to talking about
Let me get my plate.
just grab her by the what you call it.
Altar call and benediction.
That'll get anybody's attention. Grab her by the what?
We about the altar call and benediction.
Look.
I'm out.
We thank y'all for tuning in to the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour. We had a lot of fun tonight with Miss Kenya Mitchell of EHOMES. She's a home developer, a real estate developer. She's opening her own real estate development in 2023. We're in the fetal stages right now to get to 2023. In 2023, she will be offering duplex homes.
Yes.
A duplex complex is being built in the Brenham, Texas area. And my last question, and we got to keep it short. We got to get ready for Kenneth Wayne's promotion.
Yes, sir.
But another question: you're starting in Brenham.
Yes.
When are you going to come back this way?
I know it. That's something that actually my brother and I, we talk extensively. He's watching tonight. He just gave a shout out to you guys. He said, "Great show, guys." And so. We talk extensively about this because we know the Brenham market, right? And you go where you feel comfortable, right? And so Houston market is so big, you know, and I don't know the areas.
It's hard to get comfortable in this big old joke, ain't it?
It is. And so once I get this development under my feet and I learn and I make those connections with engineers and contractors, then I'm able to confidently go in markets that I'm not familiar with. So that's a really good question. We've been talking about that, but once I get all of this sorted out and get a process, then I can take it. I'm ready. I think we could definitely take on little pockets of Houston, Harris County. Yes, sir.
Awesome.
I mean, and hopefully it can be in the poverty areas that need it, that's getting the redevelopment right now.
Right.
That Fifth Ward, that Acres Home, Greens Point, all those different places that's been left out. That's what we have to revitalize and rejuvenate. And shout out to Boss Life Construction because they've already started doing that. Slim them is in Acres Home, and they really doing their thing over there to bring us up to where we need to be. Getting rid of all those shotgun houses and giving us some nice houses to live in instead of one person move out of it and the next person move in, and it'll never go nowhere.
Right.
As long as they keep them going, it'll never go nowhere.
No.
So, what we got to do is go into these different communities and bring, like you say, the generational wealth to those communities because they've been forgot about.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it's left up to us, that's coming along to rejuvenate those.
Yes, sir.
Because it's just ridiculous. I was looking at a show last night, just short, and it was a crime show. And it had Ali Sadiq and it had Funky Larry Jones and all them on. It was on VH1. And it was about the young guys robbing the ATM, the banks. And it said, Fifth Ward. And it said it's forgotten about. Acres Home. Say it's forgotten about. Say it's the only community that, most of the black neighborhoods, instead of sidewalk, they got ditches. And that caught my attention. I was like, you know what? That's right. I know. You ride through them, and everybody walking down the side of the street.
Yeah.
And the ditch is right there.
Because it ain't no sidewalk.
There's no sidewalk. But you go over there to Rice Village, and you better get off the sidewalk if the right person walking there.
Right.
So we as a community and entrepreneurs, everybody's looking for something to do. Well, start in your own neighborhood.
Start in your own neighborhood, your own backyard.
Start in your own neighborhood.
So powerful.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We have one more thing to do before we get to our next show, and that is all about, I believe, Craving Cakes.
Yes,
is that correct?
All about one of our sponsors here on.
Malcolm, you good.
Power
I like
Hour.
Malcolm.
What am I supposed to do?
Well, he brought us some goodies, baby.
Some goodies. Oh, I get some goodies.
No, I get some goodies. You just get to look and talk about them.
I just get to look and talk about them. Y'all heard that? Got about 10 more minutes, y'all. We've been with Miss Kenya Mitchell of EHOMES right now. She's currently with Perry Homes.
Yes, sir.
Y'all want to give her a call. You need a house right now. You need your credit repaired to get into that house. Give me your number one last time.
Yes, you can contact me at 979-451-1891, or you can email me at kenya.mitchell@perryhomes.com.
Thank you, Miss Kenya.
You're welcome.
Would you like to sample some of this with
I
the
sure
wine?
would. I like to.
What do we have here?
Is the grass
What
green?
do we have here?
Well, what we have right
Hi,
here,
everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in.
what we have right here is simple chocolate box. It's edible. Let me let
Don't
pass
drop
so
it,
Karen
don't
can
drop
see I'm
it.
not going to drop
It's
it.
chocolate abuse.
It is a chocolate box that's completely edible.
Okay.
You can take the top off of it, and we do have little treats in the inside of the box. I don't want to really touch it because we get it away.
Okay.
But we have homemade chocolates in it. So, you know, if you're looking to get your Valentine something special for Valentine,
Let's take a picture before we try it, though.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Make sure
point.
Take a picture of it. Scoot back just a little bit. I'm gonna put it right up on the camera right quick before we take that picture. There it is, everybody. This is once again. Can I?
it is an edible chocolate box. It has a nice little heart on the top. It is filled with edible chocolates. Strictly us. We do them.
What's the name of your business?
Craving Cakes.
Craving Cake. Spell it for
KravingCakes.
them. And where can they find you?
Craving Cakes on Facebook. Craving Cakes 2 on Instagram.
There you have it. There you have it. Our next product. I'm gonna dig in just a minute.
That's another chocolate box.
Oh, okay.
This right here is something new that came out last year. It is the mold. Has a little thing in it. You crack it, and you got a goodie inside of it. We didn't really push them that much last year because they were new. But this one has chocolate covered strawberries in it.
OMG.
So
Yeah.
The man is trying to make y'all fat. I'm just playing. Y'all get with Craving Cakes is what it's all about for the last 5 minutes of the show. Craving Cakes is spelled Kraving. Cakes is spelled CAKEZ. So that's KRAVINGCAKEZ. Craving Cakes can be found on Facebook and on Instagram. All you got to do is add a 2 on the end of it when you go to Instagram.
Yeah.
There you have it. We're going to do some pictures right quick while we're on camera here. And then we're going to dig in and we're
y'all
going
can
to
bust that one. I'm giving the ladies that one.
this one.
So just
No, the one with the chocolate covered strawberries, baby.
you gonna bust it off?
Ain't you supposed to? Or you open it,
You can bust it off.
There you go.
All right.
Smash the strawberries. Strawberries in there.
Don't break the strawberries.
Oh, this is so good. You know, she the only person that make my cakes. Right? Yes.
Stephanie.
Yes. Since my son was 9. 14 now.
Look.
Tell them what you got to.
That was so good.
Chocolate covered strawberry, baby.
I know it.
It's yours.
Okay, I'm trying to get it out of there.
It's yours. You can have it.
If you are watching or in the listening audience on our website and you would like to create awareness about your small business, all you have to do is text POWER to 936-333-1969. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. We're going to eat some of these delicious strawberries and some of this other deliciousness from Craving Cakes. And then y'all keep it locked to Real Talk 100 Radio. It's all about visual arts. If you're a fashion designer, you know a fashion designer, or if you're a model or no models, this is the show for them. Crazy Creativity with Miss Wendy Quick is up next. What you slurping on over there?
The strawberry, look,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta lift it up.
Mm-hmm.
Get in there, dig you in.
Can you let us get a quick picture with you?
Oh, yes,
Before you,
I know they're gonna want something.
There's something plenty over here.
Thank you, guys. We will be right back.
Y'all have another one tonight? Like another show?
Uh-huh.